There is a lot of sci-fi out there to enjoy, but for some fans, they want what is referred to as hard sci-fi. A section of the genre that focuses more on trying to represent realistic and grounded representations of possible future technologies and societies. For example, the movie Fantastic Planet would be considered soft sci-fi because of its more outlandish and appropriately fantastical approach, while a movie like Alien would be considered hard sci-fi due to its earnest attempt at showcasing a potentially more believable future. So, if that's what you're into, we've put together some flicks that will get your sci-fi as hard as an asteroid. Using a faux documentary style, Europa Report is a case study in how to make hard sci-fi work on a shoestring budget. It tells the story of the first manned mission to Jupiter's moon, Europa, a real target of scientific interest due to its subsurface ocean. The mission, funded by a private corporation, is executed with rigorous attention to plausible science. Communication delays, radiation hazards, artificial gravity, suit malfunctions, and isolation are all portrayed with documentary-level authenticity. The film features no explosions, no alien invasions, just the tension of humans grappling with real scientific limitations and awe at the possibility of extraterrestrial life. The cast, including Charlton Copley and Michael Nyqvist, delivers grounded performances and the structure told via recovered mission footage. The crew doesn't get spooked. They observe, hypothesize, sacrifice, and press forward. The ending is tragic but triumphantly rational, a first contact story told without cliché. Moon is one of the purest hard sci-fi films of the modern era. Everything about it, from the mining of helium-3 as a future energy source to the realistic depiction of lunar isolation, is crafted with scientific plausibility in mind. Creator Duncan Jones doesn't deal in space battles or aliens. Instead, he focuses on corporate automation, cloning ethics, and the mental health toll of long-term off-world labor. Sam Rockwell plays Sam Bell, the lone operator of a lunar facility who begins to suspect something isn't right. The base design is logical, minimalist, and functions like a working industrial site. Gertie, the AI assistant voiced by Kevin Spacey, follows strict protocols that reflect real-world discussions on machine intelligence and safety. The moon's low gravity is subtly portrayed, communication delays are respected, and the central twist hinges not on fantasy, but on very real questions about identity, bioengineering, and exploitation.
We're not programmed. We're people. You understand?
Based on Stanislaw Lem's novel, Andrei Tarkovsky's Solaris explores first contact in the most realistic and least anthropocentric way, with an alien intelligence is so foreign that humans can't comprehend it. The plot follows psychologist Chris Kelvin, sent to a space station orbiting the oceanic planet Solaris to assess the crew's deteriorating mental state. He discovers the planet can physically manifest human memories, leading to the reappearance of his deceased wife. The technology is minimalist, the station a claustrophobic but believable setting, and there's no miracle solution, only slow, dreadful realization. Tarkovsky was famously dismissive of Western spectacle sci-fi. He wanted to make science fiction about ideas, not gadgets. Solaris isn't just slow, it's hypnotically methodical, like space itself. Gravity is both a survival thriller and a love letter to Newtonian physics, orbital mechanics, and the raw terror of space. Alfonso Cuarón's 2013 masterpiece stars Sandra Bullock as Dr. Ryan Stone, a medical engineer stranded in low Earth orbit after debris from a destroyed satellite shreds her shuttle. While gravity is not totally accurate, it shrinks the reality of vast outer space distances for plot convenience. It works hard to use things like thrust, inertia, and physics as part of the plot. The lack of sound in space is respected, the orbital decay sequences are terrifyingly plausible, and the visuals, achieved through a mix of CGI and groundbreaking lightbox rigs, are stunningly real. NASA astronauts called it the most accurate depiction of space ever put on screen. Bullock anchors the film emotionally, while George Clooney adds charm and gravity, pun intended. Gravity grossed over $723 million globally, won 7 Academy Awards, and became a milestone in cinematic tech. But it's the cold, unsentimental science at the core, oxygen depletion, trajectory shifts, re-entry heat shields, that makes Gravity not just breathtaking, but intellectually thrilling. Ridley Scott's The Martian makes botany and poo a thrilling lifeline for survival. Based on Andy Weir's rigorously researched novel, the movie follows Mark Watney, Matt Damon, an astronaut accidentally left behind on Mars who survives using actual science, engineering, chemistry, and agricultural ingenuity. Everything from the airlocks to the potato farming to the orbital rescue slingshot maneuver is based on plausible extrapolations from NASA tech. The Martian was a critical and commercial triumph, grossing over $630 million worldwide and earning 7 Oscar nominations. NASA even used the movie for outreach because of its accuracy. The Martian succeeds as hard sci-fi because it treats Mars not as a mystery, but as a problem to be solved.
I'm gonna have to science the shit out of this.
And science, not luck or heroics, as the tool to solve it. Stanley Kubrick's 2001 A Space Odyssey is the definitive hard sci-fi film, full stop. It's not just scientifically accurate, it defines the standards. Every element, from spacecraft rotation for artificial gravity to the silent vacuum of space to HAL 9000's AI meltdown.
I know that you and Frank were planning to disconnect me, and I'm afraid that's something I cannot allow to happen.
Is portrayed with obsessive attention to realism. Kubrick and science advisor Arthur C. Clarke built the film from actual aerospace engineering concepts, decades before most of them existed in real life. 2001's structure is famously enigmatic, but its hardware is coldly precise. The Orion 3 shuttle, Discovery 1's ion propulsion, and HAL's capabilities are plausible even now. Audiences in 1968 had never seen space treated like this: quiet, slow, hostile, and ruled by math, with groundbreaking effects that still hold up. 2001 blew minds and changed cinema forever. It made over $140 million on a $12 million budget, became a cultural monolith, and is still dissected in film and science classrooms alike. If hard sci-fi is about realism, then it can't get realer than Apollo 13. Meticulously based on the true story of what happened to the Apollo 13 astronauts as they tried to orbit the moon. Directed by Ron Howard and starring Tom Hanks, Kevin Bacon, and Bill Paxton, the film recounts the harrowing real-life story of NASA's third planned lunar landing, as it turned into a desperate survival mission after an oxygen tank explosion crippled the spacecraft. Every malfunction, every improvised solution, from repurposing CO2 scrubbers to calculating burn times manually, is grounded in NASA transcripts, flight data, and engineering reality. Mission control scenes with Ed Harris are practically documentaries in how they really feel.
We never lost an American in space. We're sure as hell not going to lose one on my watch. Failure is not an option.
NASA even praised Apollo 13 for its educational value. It grossed $355 million globally, earned 9 Oscar nominations, and cemented itself as the gold standard of spaceflight realism in cinema. There's no fiction here, but the tension is pure sci-fi thriller. Apollo 13 proves that you don't need aliens or lasers, just math, duct tape, and calm under pressure to make space terrifyingly compelling. Christopher Nolan's Interstellar is the pinnacle of hard sci-fi filmmaking, ambitious, emotional, and grounded in theoretical physics. Working with Nobel Prize-winning physicist Kip Thorne, Nolan built a story around real scientific concepts: time dilation near black holes, gravitational lensing, wormholes, and fifth-dimensional space. The visuals, especially Gargantua, the spinning black hole, were rendered using actual physics equations. In fact, the CGI models produced new scientific insights. In the film, Matthew McConaughey plays Cooper, a pilot tasked with finding a new home for humanity as Earth collapses. Hans Zimmer's score, the stark realism of spaceflight, and the film's insistence on possible reality over fantasy give it unprecedented heft. No other movie makes general relativity this moving, or black holes this beautiful. Interstellar isn't just the best hard sci-fi movie. It's the one that aimed for Einstein and hit Kubrick on the way past Saturn. Want to help make and choose the videos for this channel? Become a member of Giant Freakin' Robot and you'll get exclusive behind-the-scenes access, members-only videos, and you'll become part of the GFR team moving forward. If you want more videos like this, like the video, leave your favorite hard sci-fi movies and shows in the comments, and subscribe to the channel to keep Giant Freakin' Robot floating out here in space.